What's going on, guys? This is Dharma Driven, and I'd like you guys to welcome back to the channel. I haven't really uploaded in quite some time, and really it was just a lack of motivation. A lot of stuff has changed in my life, but I digress. Today's today's a great day. I wanted to go ahead and I want to go ahead and continue to go ahead and upload on YouTube, and I'm going to try and be as consistent as possible. Am I going to try and upload 3 videos a week? Yes, but if they don't get if that doesn't get done, I'm not tripping over it. I've got other stuff I need to do right now. I need to optimize my workouts. I also need to optimize a couple of the things I'm doing when I'm going ahead and talking to women. So I actually have now began to go back in the field and really test out some of the stuff that I was doing on some of these Tinder matches. One of the things that I've noticed is hooking and talking to women in person is actually a lot easier than you guys think. See, the modern dating world, I mean, there are some biases to it because you see guys like, what's his face, King68, them doing approaches and then them giving you dating advice, which is absolutely garbage and it's not gonna help anybody that is average height or average looks or feels like they've got a lower self-esteem than a 6'8" guy. But I digress. See, one of the things that you guys really trip up about is your lack of self-belief in yourself and some of the things and standards that you guys live by, which is none. And shit, there's a dime a dozen guys that are out there. So why are you not part of the 85%? Why do you not feel that you're part of some, just normal society? And why should women treat you any differently? So you have to separate yourself from your actions. That's one of the differences between very highly attractive men that are sought after and men that really just go ahead and pussyfoot around. Now, don't get me wrong. There are levels to how easy this can be for you. So for me, I want y'all to imagine game being like a game of basketball. Okay. Now how basketball is structured, you got point guards on the outside, then two centers, and that's where most of the game is played. I mean, I'm not a big basketball guy, but the point guards are usually smaller and their advantage is they're fast. But because of how small they are and the guys that they're competing with are huge, they have to train harder. They have to take more shots versus somebody like, Shaq, who was center for the Lakers, right, with Kobe. Now, while Kobe was going ahead and working out 6 hours a day and training and all that shit, you know what Shaq was doing? He was sitting eating chips out in a swimming pool. He didn't need that much conditioning like Kobe did because he was a brute force of nature. So yes, there are going to be men that are going to be way more attractive to you in looks and that sort of presence. But what you guys are seeing online with King68 and shit like that, man, that is an anomaly. Like, that is a genetic anomaly. Okay? And now, not only is he a clout chaser, or not clout chaser, excuse me. He's got a lot of clout. He's got clout chasers after him. And on top of that, he's huge. And on top of that, he's ripped. And on top of that, he's masculine. And on top of that, he's got a good work ethic. And on top of that, he's clean. Dude, of course you can't compete with that. But let's take the height and then the athleticism away. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things that you could go ahead and compete with in the same that same qualities that King68 has. So you might not get, maybe the same results as King68, but you're still gonna be happy. You're still getting results, you'll still be getting hot girls to fuck you. So y'all just need to know that attention, positive attention, does not mean sex. There have been times, bro, where girls have given me all the attention in the world, all positive, and right when it comes to put up or shut up, they've shut up. Okay? And that is when you understand that there are levels to this. Now, one way that you guys can go ahead and start to really understand yourselves is start to set some goals on what you want. Do you just want casual sex? Do you guys want casual relationships? So start from the end game and work yourselves backwards. That's the first thing. Second thing, guys have a very, very short level of effort and an ego. So you have to go ahead and kill the ego when you're out there going ahead and doing your approaches, because your mind is going to tell you all sorts of different shit. Okay? It's going to tell you, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not sexy enough. I haven't showered, which, by the way, you should shower before you go, you dirty motherfucker. I haven't been able to go ahead and have a solid existence in terms of what I've been doing, and I'm not feeling proud of the way I am. I went ahead and procrastinated on work. All of those things affect your self-confidence. Oh, I'm gonna, when you look away, can't make eye contact with a chick, that can really impact your chances there. So some of those things are things you guys notice that y'all aren't even doing, and a guy like King 68, he's able to walk it, talk it, do it effortlessly. So even with him, like I feel like he doesn't really know how to lead all the girls to whatever he's doing. So I'm not really sure what his end game is, but I'm pretty sure like he's got, he doesn't have a problem, bro. Like let's talk about you. Let's not talk about him. So let's make sure to give you, by the end of this video, some sort of actionable step that you guys can do every single day. So one thing I need you guys to do every single day, and try and make a commitment of it, is to write your goals down. That means if you have to say, I will be this person by XYZ and make it specific, cool. Whatever it is, just keep writing it. Keep writing it. And once you have that level of consistency in saying, okay, I'm going to continue to go ahead and write my goals, and then also take some action towards those goals. So let's say you want to say, okay, I want to have a six-pack by the end of the year. All right, so let's go ahead and make that specific. I want to have a six-pack by December 31st, 2027 or 2026. I'm going to go ahead, and this is my body weight right now. I'm going to enter that stuff into the, whatever macro calculator and stuff like that. I'm going to try and see what, beginning diet exercise plan I can kind of conjure up here. And go from there. Really go from there. So guys, that's one of the things that I look for when I'm going ahead and coaching someone, is that resolve to be successful, the ability to receive all this information, because some of this information, guys, with women nature can really fuck y'all selves up if you have been believing women are a certain way. So I'm gonna tell you this: good girls don't exist. Okay? The era of the good girl died, and now we are dealing with women that are very fast-paced, and they're not going to waste time if they really want to make something happen. So I'm actually going to leave this off with an approach I did yesterday, and I want you to understand the importance of daily action, because without that, you guys won't have a solid success plan, and won't the results are going to come when you have those skills in place. So once you have the habits in place, then you start to repeat and receive that information, get better and better and better. And that's where you end up in a situation where you're having a girlfriend, FWBs, every sort of sexual experience you guys can think of under the sun, because at the end of the day, it's really about what you guys want. It's really about what you guys want, not what the woman wants. Like, quit worrying about, oh, she won't like me because of this, she won't like me because of that. Bro, what do you like about yourself? Start to think about, oh, she will like me because, even though she might not like me for this, she will like me for this. So you guys need to optimize your mindset, all right? And that's the very first step. Very first step is knowing, okay, this is where I'm at right now. This is where I want to go, and this is the daily action I need to take to get there. And that requires resolve. That requires a lot of tenacity. And that requires you to say, I did not give up. See, guys, like when I had my first heartbreak in high school, I was already like a social reject. That's how I perceived myself. I was obviously very out of shape. I didn't look like a, athletic built boy. Like, I just looked like a hypogonadal, low testosterone, like just kid, just huge belly. I just had no self-confidence in myself. And that's when I decided to take the action and lose the weight. But it wasn't in losing the weight, it wasn't the result that really shaped me who I was. It was the process in between, the trials, the tribulations, being able to go ahead and get up, being able to tell myself that I can go ahead and do this, being able to go ahead and go into the gym, bust my ass, and still feel like, oh man, I'm not going to be able to lift this weight, but still lifting it anyway. And if maybe one day I decided I can't continue with another set or another exercise, I'll say, fuck it, next time I go in there, I'm going to try that exercise. So you guys always need to push yourselves. You guys always need to make sure that this sort of like hunger in you is there, because that is what they want, bro. A high functioning, high testosterone male. That will, like, if you really look at biology, bro, look at what's going on. You got terrible fucking food companies going ahead and ruining your gut, lowering your testosterone, making you hypogonadal, making you depressed, making you emotional. All those things are not normal, bro. So I really, really hope that, with the right trajectory, because this is not about results here. Like, what I'm trying to talk to you about, because the results will come, but the habits need to fall in place first. And that needs to be a very solid foundation. When you walk out of the house after you saying, okay, I've finished this, this, and this, you feel that sense of achievement and accomplishment, saying I'm going out and doing something. So that's the number one thing. And the last thing, if I could give you guys advice, is just eliminate your vices. Just eliminate your vices, because there's going to be some really severe consequences down the road if you guys just keep those vices up. Because you'll be entranced in those vices. You'll get pleasure out of those vices. You won't get pleasure from casual things like talking to a girl, or mowing a lawn, or feeling like you accomplished something today during the day, or going ahead and finishing a report that you were procrastinating at work and feeling that sense of self. So you're just really living for pleasure at that point. And that's the key, bro, is human beings don't live for pleasure. That's what Freud thought. Human beings live for success. We are addicted to success. We like doing tasks and achieving and accomplishing things, especially men. Especially men, bro. Why do you think like our hunger and our drive, some of our motivations and our dreams don't go away until like maybe our late 30s? That sort of drive doesn't go away until our late 30s. I'm still 32 years old, and I have still like unending drive to want to get to some place, or die trying and saying, okay, like I tried my best, but I'm still going to go ahead and get there. I'm still going to go ahead and make sure that I will go ahead and finish. And that sort of self-belief in yourself is, I think, one of the biggest things. So I know I spat a lot of stuff at you guys. I'm gonna try and see how I can structure these videos in order to really show y'all how, what, give you guys perspective, because you guys feel like you're way less attractive than you actually are. Like if you're a 5'7" guy, let's say you're like me, 5'7" average Indian build, you're actually a little more attractive than you think, because you just being as a man is already, you're at a higher level than a woman. And women, bro, like they don't make you want to realize that when you come up to them and you start hesitating and you start being nervous and have that AA, they kind of okay, he's not really fucking with me like that. He's not really about it. He's just, he's just out here one of these guys, like, get nervous. They try and, don't care about awkward silences and stuff like that. So you got to really embrace the tension. Okay. So that is the advice I have for y'all today. Go out there, kill it. I would really, any one of y'all watching this video, make at least one approach today. Go out and meet somebody, and we'll start to actually give you guys field reports and stuff like that to where you guys can actually learn. And I'm gonna start actually showing you in the next video some examples of some girls I was able to go ahead and bag last year, and showing y'all how that goes. So I'll do some field reports. These might be years past, but you guys still be able to learn. And I'll also do some reports where I've optimized my profile, because there's been a lot of talk about optimizing your Tinder profile, optimizing your online dating, making sure to take professional photos, making sure to optimize your time. And all I got to say is this, guys, you guys are playing a competition of low-hanging fruit. There's a ton of guys there. So obviously a girl's perception of you, even the fact that you're on Tinder looking for shit, is already putting her up here mentally, even if you got a six-pack and a ripped and shit like that. So just know that the more tension you're able to handle, and the more shit you're able to go ahead and not give a fuck about, in terms of in those in-person approaches, the more pressure you can take, the more attracted she is to you. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. But all right, man, this is Dharma Driven signing off. I'll see you guys later.